What do you say to a mother who knows her son is about to die? Do you console her? Do you reach out to hug her while kissing her forehead? Do you say everything is going to be all right when she knows everything is not going to be all right? So how can you tell her to pray? That when she drops down to her knees to Elohim and the next morning she finds out her son has been murdered. How do you console a grieving mother? How can you muster up enough strength to hand wipe the heavy tears that's filled with pain, regret, sorrow, confusion, anger? Trails of the tears gives trails of my tears. So how do you console a grieving mother? What's the protocol? Can you tell her how to grieve? Do you tell her when and when not to grieve? Do you grieve with her? Do you allow her to cry on your shoulder, or do you hand her tissues to wipe the snot from her nose? Or do you tell her again, everything is gonna be all right, when you know she may have died inside? Are you even strong enough to hold up something that's been stripped of its foundation? Can you withstand the spirit of a woman who fears her uterus went in vain? Does your eardrum have the capacity to listen to her speak vengeance to the point where you question her own sanity? Does she even have the right to be insane? Does she have the right to make another mother feel what she feels? How do you console a grieving mother? My brother was an amazing man, but didn't listen to mama. She told him that death was tapping him on his shoulder with every step of the life that he was living. That death wanted him. So death took him at the age of 19 and didn't leave no thank you cards, no candy, no flowers, just grief for my mother to swallow. For me to witness my mother bury her oldest son. For me to see my mother drown in a barrel of emotions. For me to gather the pieces of a woman who I thought couldn't break. For me to cry over spilt milk while she cried over spilt blood. For me to tell my mother, I love you, and I'm here. And to all the grieving mothers, I love you. And I'm sorry that there was times you had to grieve alone. That society told you that you were too emotional, when the tears of your screams fertilized the ground that we walk on. When your grief made boys to men, your grief made men to warriors. Your grief made me understand that grieving was not meant to be understood, but to be accepted.